Hi there. In today's short tutorial, I'll show you how you can use variables to create a responsive navigation header component in Figma. It's going to be just one component, no variants, and you'll be able to drag it between frames set for different device sizes and have it adjust immediately. For example, I have a header component for a desktop frame here. What I can do is drag it and place it inside the tablet one. And as you can see, the component adjusted. It no longer has a bunch of menu items and it has this mobile menu instead. I can do the same thing once again and drag it from tablet into mobile. And now we just have this very small mobile version of the component. Before we do anything with variables, let's just go over the example. So I'm doing a header component for the Looms website. When it's in desktop mode, you can see it has the logo. Then it has a bunch of menu items and 2 CTA buttons. Once we move into tablet view, it still has the logo. It only has the sign-in link, the 2 buttons, and then the mobile menu. Once we're in mobile, it has the logo and the menu. To get us started, I did create a bunch of components. So I have the logo, the button, the menu item, and I created one header component that just has everything. It has the logo, it has all the menu items, it has also this menu button and the CTA. And now we'll be setting up variables to hide certain elements depending on the breakpoint. So we'll begin by going to a local variable section on the right, clicking this icon, and we'll create our first variable, which is going to be a number. We'll give it a name of width, and now we'll set up our 3 modes. Our first mode is going to be desktop, second one is going to be tablet, next one is going to be mobile. We can also rename our collection from collection 1 to save breakpoints instead. For our desktop width, we can set it to 1440. Tablet could be 124 and mobile 390. Now we'll be setting up a bunch of boolean variables. So let's create a boolean. This first one, we're going to do the mobile menu. And our mobile menu we want to show when it's on tablet view and when it's in mobile view. The next one is going to be the desktop navigation. And this one will only want to show on the desktop view, not on tablet or mobile. And then our last one, I'm not exactly sure what to call it. These are just our CTA buttons and our sign-in link. So I'll just call it CTAs plus sign-in. Maybe it's not the best name, but this one we only want to be shown in desktop view and in tablet. So we can close this for now. And now I'm going to create a bunch of frames for our breakpoints, just so it's easier to test. I'm going to go to frames, pick a frame. And for our first one, let's do desktop. We'll just pick this one, 1440. Then I'm going to copy this layer. And the second frame, we're going to change it to tablet, 1024. We can also just call this one tablet and this one desktop. This last one is going to be mobile, and we'll update its size to 390. Now we're going to go back to our header. We'll begin by assigning the width variable. So I'm going to select my header, go over to the width, click apply variable, and we only have one number variable, which is width. So I will click that, and you can see that it's assigned because the style has changed here. Now what I'm going to do is grab an instance of this component. We'll put it inside the desktop frame. Then we'll put it inside the tablet frame. And so right now, obviously, they don't look any different. The next thing that we need to do is for our tablet frame here, we're going to select it, go over to the layer section, and we'll change the mode from desktop, which is the default one, to tablet. So now you can see that we do have the correct width. It does not look properly just yet because we haven't applied any boolean properties, but at least we know that our width is correct. So let's center it. Now we're going to go to the mobile frame. I'll change the breakpoint to mobile. So once again, we have updated the width. So we're going to return to our component. The first thing I'm going to do is select all of these nav items except sign in, and we'll apply the boolean value to them. To do that, you're going to go over to the layer section on the right, and then you need to control click or right mouse click this eye icon to open the menu. You're going to select the desktop navigation variable. So now when we return to the desktop frame, you can see that the navigation is still here, but then it's hidden from the tablet view and from the mobile view. So we'll go back to our component. Now I'm going to select the two buttons and the sign-in link, and we're going to do the same thing. I'll click Control and apply the CTS plus sign-in variable. And now you can see it's hidden from the mobile view. And so our mobile instance and our tablet instance are now correct. We just need to add one more variable for this mobile menu here so that it doesn't show up on the desktop view. To do that, you will go back to the component, select the mobile menu, and then you go to the layer and select the mobile menu variable. Now you can see it's hidden from the component itself because by default, the section has the default variable mode, which is desktop. The same is for this frame here. But then for the tablet mode and for the mobile mode, the menu is still showing. Also, I didn't set a mode for this desktop frame because by default, it is desktop. But if you want it to be extra specific, you can change it to say desktop. Now, if you were to take any of the component instances and drag them between the screens, you'll see that they will update. I hope this was useful. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I'll leave the link to this playground file in the description below.